Hey guys, how's it going? Ben here, and today I'm going to be showing you some things I think all Ironmen should be doing to start out with. Now, this video is for beginner Ironmen. This isn't for the elite players, this isn't for experienced players, this is for beginners. So please, if this stuff doesn't help you, don't flame me down below, because the chances are it's because you're either already doing it, don't need to do it anymore, or because you've been going for so long it seems obvious. But a lot of these methods, despite looking obvious, a lot of people don't go by them. So I'm going to be getting into this, so without further ado, here they are. So to start with, we've got high alchs. Now, high alchs is going to be essential for you to be getting money, really, in this game on Ironman. So to start with, you're going to be needing 55 mage, and optionally you can get 44 rune crafting to make the runes if you can't afford to buy any. So I know this seems obvious, but this is going to be your main method of money, so it's very much worthwhile getting 55 mage within the first week of you starting, so you can go and make yourself some money for other skills and such. Second of all is Rune Runs. Now, a lot of people I know do these daily, where you go as far as you can and buy as many runes as you can each day, and they stockpile up. Now, this is worth doing because eventually you're going to need runes, for example, for Vis Wax. You're also going to be needing them for other things, such as just general training and slay. You go through a shit ton as well. Now, the problem is, if you've not bought enough runes, you can't just get them from the GE. So if you've bought all the runes you can for one day and you've run out, that's it. You can't do any more mage unless you go and craft them as stuff, which just isn't worthwhile. So daily rune runs, although they can be expensive, are very well worth doing. Third up is cleaning and potting the herbs as you get them. Now, this is something which I personally don't do and I very much regret, because it's such a simple thing to do. Say if you've done a slayer task, you just clean all the herbs, pot them, put them in the bank. This makes the bank a bit tidier, makes it a bit easier for you to navigate through, and when it comes to herb training, it makes it easier as well. You also end up cleaning up those low-level herbs that I personally haven't done. Now, I've actually calculated how much XP I've lost in total, and from the herbs I've not potted and stuff in the bank, I've lost around about 200k XP, which I know doesn't seem a lot, but this is all low-level herbs, and I very much wish I had done it at the beginning, because I'm never going to get around to cleaning them, so it's very well worth doing. Once you get herbs, just clean them, put them in a pot, and then you're done. Now, the next thing here is divine herb patches. Now, for this, you're going to be needing 12 or 51 divination, depending on which patch you want to do. And also, you're going to be needing 9 to 38 farming for the low-level patch, and 44 to 62 farming for the higher-level one. Now, I'm not going to be showing the third higher tier one, because that's for elite players, because you need such a high level for it. This is just the beginner stuff, as I said. Now, the reason you want to do this is you're going to be able to get high-tier herbs or higher-tier herbs from lower-tier herbs you're not going to be using. It's really useful, and I definitely recommend doing it daily. After this is a very obvious one, which is Slayer. Now, Slayer is so useful for everything you are going to be doing in this game. Slayer is good. Now, this is all the stuff that I'm getting from Slayer. It's all of these ores and bars, which I'm using for smithing and for other stuff such as summoning. Then you've got logs and you've got flax and stuff, which all comes in useful because you get fletching dailies, which you need flax for. I also get all my herbs from Slayer pretty much, as well, other than, you know, the ones that I farm. So Slayer is just so worth doing. You also get a shit ton of money. It's where most of your money comes from, as well as your rare items and so on and so forth. So Slayer is something to really get on as soon as you can. Okay, so next up we've got the kingdom. Now, unfortunately I don't have any footage for this because my kingdom isn't yet ready to loot, so I didn't want to interrupt that. I wanted to leave it because it wouldn't be as big as it would be if I'd have left it for the full couple months I normally do. Now, this here is a picture I got off the internet showing some loot that you can get from the kingdom. Now, basically, what you do is, once you've done the Throne of Miscellanea quest, you can manage your own kingdom, and you put money into it and choose which resources you want to get, and it gets them. Now, you can see there 35k maples, as well as 8.8k tuna and loads of swordfish and everything. Now, this is good because it can get you loads of things. It can get you coal, gems, maple logs, birds' nests, flax, herb seeds, herbs themselves, loads of fish like tuna and swordfish, a load of caskets, some clue scrolls as well, and just loads of other stuff. The main things I generally go for are the teak and mahogany logs at the moment, just because they are sort of what I want for construction, but you can get loads of different things, as well as different special seeds and tree seeds and stuff like that, which make it really good. Now, unfortunately, it does cost a bit. If you want the best out of it, you're going to be needing to put 7.5 mil into it, but you can start with any amount of money you want and just get resources. Now, this is going to be really useful for training cooking as well, because the fish you get are really quick to get into, like, compared to having to actually fish them, which would be a really tedious task. So what I'd say is get Throne of Miscellanea done as quickly as possible and get on with some Slayer. just as you could see before, just so you've got enough money to fund that. So yeah, that's that done. Definitely recommend doing it, but the quest does have some requirements you're going to have to bash out. Now, this next one is cakes. Now, I know it sounds obvious, cakes, but seriously, one of the first things I did was I went to RD, got myself some cakes so that I could train Slayer and do some sort of hard quests for my level. The reason I say to do cakes is, although it seems obvious, you know, you're going to be doing it eventually, a lot of people leave it a while, and when they want to do Slayer, they'll go and fish stuff. But cakes in total have 1k health about them, so you're going to really want to get on those early on, because they're going to prove to be really useful. Now, the next thing I'm going to be saying is, and I know a lot of people are going to be saying, oh yeah, everyone should be doing Jack of Trades, but Jack of Trades has saved me so much. It allows you to get XP. If you don't know what it is, it basically, you train a certain amount of skills a day and you can get XP for free in any skill you want. Now, I personally use it in the skills I hate training, like prayer and stuff, which is really difficult. The ones I'd recommend using it in are prayer and herb and stuff like that, that's kind of hard at first to level up, especially for the Prifness grind. Prayer is one of the things that I think everyone should be using this for. Now, unfortunately, you do need loyalty points, and if you're paying monthly to begin with, you won't have enough. But eventually, when you can afford it, definitely get Jack of Trades Aura. Now, the final thing is daily Vis Wax. Now, why do I say this? It is because Vis Wax has literally changed the way I play RS. Now, you need Vis Wax to double up dailies and reset auras. If you want to do Jack of Trades every day and double up your daily or reset, it's going to be costing you about 90 Vis Wax, which is a lot of Vis Wax. You can only get 100 a day. So if you can, go on, get some Vis Wax. You need 50 rune crafting to get into the rune crafting guild, and I'd very much recommend doing it daily. If you do this in conjunction with the Rune Runs, you should have no problem with requiring runes for Vis Wax, and you can go to a website. If you type in Vis Wax on Google and go to the Warbands link, you will be able to see the Vis Wax runes for today. Now, that's all I've really got for this. I know to a lot of you it's going to seem, oh Ben, this is a really rubbish video because you're stating the obvious, but honestly I am not. The amount of Ironmen I have spoken to recently who have not known to do certain things, you know, they haven't been going and buying runes, they haven't been doing Vis Wax to double up the dailies because they haven't known about it, they haven't been, you know, bashing out High Alch to start with, and they haven't been doing Slayer, is phenomenal. Also, I chucked in that potting herb thing because Tom actually did that at the very beginning, and a lot of people that you'll see in the top 50 of Ironmen do it as well. I believe Tom actually told one of them, forget his name now, I think it was Rank 1 Slayer. I know he's changed the name now, he's changed it loads, I don't know, but yeah, these things are very well worth doing. Now, this is a very basic video, so please don't flame me down below for giving out basic stuff, because I want to help the sort of lower level Ironmen really get into it. And once, hopefully, if this video is good, I'm going to be releasing things with sort of more experienced stuff, such as, I don't really know, but there's going to be other things that you can do to really get the best XP per hours and make your experience the most efficient. So yeah, hopefully this has been helpful to some of you guys. If you are an experienced player and you've disliked this video, please just don't, because this isn't for you. This video isn't for elite players. This is for the minority, the ones who are wanting to start up an Ironman account. Anyway, that's all I've got for today, guys. Hope this was helpful. If you did like it, make sure you leave a like down below. Leave a comment telling me if there's anything you think I missed. Anything you'd like to see in the future video that I do similar to this, which is a bit more experienced. And anyway, that is all for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.